I call to order the Cuyahoga County Human Resources Appointment and Equity Committee, Tuesday, June 14th, 2022 at 10 a.m. Please take the roll.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 10:05 a.m. As a reminder to all in attendance, this meeting is being live streamed and recorded on the county's YouTube page. Calling the roll, Ms. Baker.
Here.
Mr. Gallagher.
Here.
Mr. Miller.
Here.
Ms. Conwell.
Present.
Mr. Sweeney.
Present.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Are there any public comments?
No public comment has been received.
Thank you very much for that. Once you've had a chance to review the minutes, may I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second, Conwell.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Nays. Minutes are approved. Thank you. Clerk, would you please read the matters referred to committee?
Resolution 2022-0129, confirming the county executive's appointment of Valerie Katz to serve on the Cuyahoga County's Natural Resources Assistance Council for an unexpired term ending October 14th, 2023.
Thank you. And Janae Holly, would you please give us a little background?
Yes, good morning. Madam Chair, on behalf of the county executive, I am pleased to nominate Valerie Katz to serve on the Cuyahoga County National Resources Assistance Council. She will be replacing Monica Busum for an unexpired term ending October 14th of 2023.
Thank you. And if Valerie Katz, if you're here, please step forward. Welcome.
Thank you.
Please state your name and give us a little background of yourself.
Sure. So my name is Valerie Katz. I currently work as the Deputy Director of the Sustainability Department. I started in this position in January of this year. Prior to that, I worked for a nonprofit called Solar United Neighbors. And prior to that, I was a high school science teacher for 11 years. So I taught biology and I taught environmental science.
Wonderful. Great background for this. Any questions for our guest? Just one quickly, I guess, as we usually ask. What do you think you bring? What is your strongest asset? I know you have a great diverse background for this position, but what do you think you bring more so to this Resource Assistance Council?
Yeah, I think just my science background, I think, is help to the council. I think right now the council has a really good collection of committee members, but I don't know that they have, I think there are only a few that have a science background, so I think that I bring that. Also, since January of this year, I've been working on the Healthy Urban Tree Canopy Grants Committee, and there's a lot of overlap between that particular grant program and how that grant program is run and how applicants are evaluated. So I feel already having that experience, I'll be able to kind of hit the ground running in terms of this appointment.
A great fit for this appointment. Any other questions? Yes, Councilman Sweeney.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just welcome aboard. You start in January, now you're jumping on this, so
Thank you.
we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Or I appreciate it.
We all do. Yeah, that's great. Yes,
Through
Councilman.
the chair to Ms. Katz, how long has this council been established?
The NRAC Council? Yeah, so the NRAC administers the Clean Ohio Green Space Conservation Program, and that was established in 2000.
Okay, and how many committee members?
There are 11.
And maybe Janae can help. How many county appointments do we have for this?
Through the chair, we have Mary here from the Planning Commission. She can answer any questions that you all may have on the council.
So you call it NRAC, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, everything's got an acronym.
I know, since I'm learning a new one.
Good morning, Mary Serby, Director of County Planning Commission. So I am standing in for Allison Ball, who is very involved in this commission and this committee, but I think Mike Dever is part of the committee. I'm trying to think who else from the department, but there are definitely some county people, and then we've got the city of Cleveland and other various entities that are part of the council. So I'm sorry I don't have an exact answer, but I do know there are some county officials in here as well, county directors and such.
All right. Anything else that the NRAC does?
No, their main focus is to oversee the administration of the grants.
How are you funded?
I believe it's funded through state money. So it's the Clean Ohio Conservation Fund. again, which was established in 2000, and I believe it's state-funded money.
Any other questions? All right. Hearing none, this will need to be under suspension of the rules. So I'll make a motion to move this item to a full body of council for second reading under suspension of the rules. Do I have a second? Second. Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
No nays. Your congratulations, you've been appointed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution 2022-0130 is being held. The next item, Resolution 2022-0131, confirming the county executive's appointment of various individuals to serve on the Alcohol, Drug Addiction, and Mental Health Services Board of Cuyahoga County for various terms. Appointment for the term July 1st, 2020 through June 30th, 2024, Gabriela Celeste. An appointment for an unexpired term ending June 30th, 2023, Daniel Kelly.
Janae Holly, you have something to offer us today?
Yes, Madam Chair, for Gabriela Celeste, we propose an amendment for her to be removed due to a conflict.
Thank you. So can I have a motion to accept the proposed amendment?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second, Conwell.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
No nays. She has been removed.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And then on behalf of the county executive, we are pleased to nominate Daniel Kelly to serve on the Cuyahoga County Alcohol, Drug Addiction, and Mental Health Services Board, and he will be replacing Elsie Caraballo.
Thank you. Is Mr. Daniel Kelly here, please?
And Madam Chair, just to make you aware, we have Linda Lamp here from the Adams Board if you all have any questions.
Hi, Madam Chair, ladies of the board, gentlemen of the board. Thank you for having me here. I appreciate it.
Yes, just, please state your full name for the record and give us a little background.
Daniel John Patrick Kelly. I'm working for the Cleveland Metropolitan School District at the moment, CMSD. My position there is a family liaison, student family recruiter. My objective is to get parents to consider putting their students in some of our more high-performing schools. But it's all about relationship. I'm out in the community. My job goes, when the rooster crows and when the sun sets, I imagine. But it's a job I enjoy. I raised 4 children. With this particular board, their mother, God rest her soul, had an addiction problem in the past. I raised my 4 children. They were 4, 6, 7, 8, and I got them on my own. Well, I'm a 44-year member of Laborers Local 310. So I can walk a beam 60 stories in the air and do a mean French braid. French braid's always harder. And then in the building trades, a lot of our fellas work hard and they sort of play hard. So there's a lot of addiction problems there. Right now, specifically, I think there's a great opportunity for me working for the schools because the pandemic has really heightened the anxiousness and frustration of our parents. And it directly affects my kids, my students. And a lot of them are not going to school. They're trying to do remote. It hasn't worked out as well as we would like. They don't know what they're doing next year. They just need to, I'm just a Collinwood fella, common blue-collar guy. Usually I'm in blue jeans. I got a union book in my back pocket and a rosary in the front, So I think I do well with my parents and their students. And I think this would be a great opportunity if you think I am able to just help a little more. I believe you help where you can, cause no harm.
That's a very impressive background. Thank you for giving that to us.
Thank you,
Any
Madam.
questions for our guest here today?
Through the chair to Ms. Holly, for the Gabriela Celeste, do we expect another appointment coming soon in regards to that?
Yes, we are working on another appointment.
Yes, Councilman Sweeney.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Mr. Kelly, how are you?
Good. Brother Sweeney, how are you?
I'm all right. I have a little issue with this appointment to the administration. And the issue is, what took so long for identifying this young gentleman to be able to do what the good Lord gave him and use his skill set? I've known Danny for 40 years, and he hasn't changed one bit. He's been this caring soul that just do what the good Lord put him down here to do. So I thought I'd give an editorial there. Thank you for your
Of course.
whatever I asked there, and I appreciate the opportunity to support him fully.
Right.
Thank you,
Councilman
Marty.
Miller.
To Mr. Kelly, thank you very much for stepping forward for this very important appointment. And just want to say that I know that you have been very active in the community in various things involving labor, schools, and politics. And as a result, you have a very close connection to the grassroots and have an excellent understanding of the problems facing ordinary families. And I think that's going to be very helpful in your work on the Adams Board. Good luck.
Dale, thank you. With Dale, with the breadth and the length, his serving, being a public servant. When you want to define a public servant, all the years, everything he's done, that comes is just a little more special. Saying that about me, Dale. Thank you.
Councilman Gallagher.
Mr. Kelly, I don't know you, but you just gave me a trip back to 1968 with Grandpa O'Donnell with the Rosary and the Union Book. a good Irish Catholic bricklaying Union man. So
Oh, yeah,
thank
God
you
bless
for
him.
thank you for the trip.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes, Councilwoman.
And I'd just like to add, I believe Mr. Kelly will be a treasure to the board, and maybe he can make some connections with the students having issues with drug and alcohol. That's so important today. I mean, we have these settlements, but that's a hard job to get them to understand that they're worthy, and that once they go down that road, it's up to really them to come back from that road. But I know you're a caring person, and you connect with a lot of people, so you might be that spark that they need to come back.
Well, Board Member Conwell, I pray so, but you are right, the word is worth. A lot of my students just don't have anybody around that kitchen table that gives them the worth they need. And that's why in every school you have every kid. There may be a teacher, there may be a cafeteria worker, there may be a janitor, but they all seek out somebody that makes them feel as they have worth. And right now with everything going on, with the guns and loud care, and there's just so much going on, violence-wise. But I think with the CMSD, we have lots of excursion going on, lots of things. I think Mayor Bibb is in the right direction in what we're doing, keep the kids active and let them feel that they have worth. And that's, if I can do that, maybe, I'm doing something for our Creator, maybe I hope.
Thank you. Well, it certainly seems that we are going to be unanimous here in your support.
Thank you.
You're right. It's all about relationship building and personal connection. You have it all. You're involved in the right places. And thank you for your prior commitment to helping everyone, including our children. You're a person that's irreplaceable. So thank you for stepping forward for the Adams Board. They're lucky to have you. I see a nod back there agreeing.
Oh, Lady Lamp, thank you.
Yes. So with that, I will make the motion to move this item to full body of council for second reading under suspension of the rules, as amended. Do I have a second?
Second, and
Thank
please
you.
add my name, if you don't mind.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
No nays. Congratulations, you have been appointed.
Thank you. I can go sit back down now?
Yep, you
Oh,
are
okay.
done. Thanks.
I was really nervous about Marty.
Oh,
He
you
had
were.
me all week. He kept telling me he's going to murder me with questions.
Oh, you were excellent. Thank you.
Resolution 2022-0139, adopting various changes to the Cuyahoga County non-bargaining classification plan.
Welcome. Albert, please, for the record, state your name.
Good morning, Madam Chairwoman. I'm Albert Bouchahine, the Manager of Classification and Compensation for the Personnel Review Commission. The PRC approved recommending updates to the non-bargaining classification plan at their May 4th, 2022 meeting. The updates were prepared by the PRC staff who worked extensively with the Department of Human Resources and department management teams to ensure they're fully aware of the proposed changes before you. In accordance with the PRC rules, the proposed changes were posted on the PRC's website prior to your consideration today. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have, and I thank you for your consideration.
I may not have caught that. What are the changes that you're making?
We've got 4 classifications that we updated, we revised. 3 of them were just routine maintenance, that they're on our maintenance cycle. One was the supervisor engineering maps was a request from the fiscal office. They had requested we remove that they had to be have a surveyor license because the supervisor of that position is the one who actually approves it. This will make it easier for them to recruit. And then we're also recommending deletion of a classification that the sheriff's office does not intend to fill anymore, and there's no incumbents in them.
All right, good, thank you for that. Any questions for?
Yes. But through the chair to Mr. Bushahain, can you just go a little bit into a little bit detail which the department, the sheriff's department, which position that they're not looking to further go?
Sure. The crime analyst at the sheriff's department was assigned to work, I believe, with the Fusion Center, with the Department of Public Safety. They haven't had incumbents in this position for quite some time, Councilwoman. When we reached out to them, they indicated that they don't intend to fill this position going forward.
Well, what did that crime analyst do?
I don't have the spec in front of me. I'll be happy to send you a copy of the spec, but I don't want to speculate and give you wrong information, so I'll forward that to you after this meeting to everybody.
And through the chair, when was it last filled?
It's been at least 2-3 years since this position was filled.
It seems like it would have been a needed position. So, with the changes that we've had with the sheriff's department in those few years, did they reach out to you guys? And which sheriff was that?
Madam Chair, Councilwoman, as part of our routine maintenance, we look at classifications that don't have any incumbents. We reach out to the Department of HR and to the departments themselves to see if they would like us to keep these active, if they intend to fill them in the future. Sheriff Filand was the sheriff at the time. They indicated that they have no plans to fill this position going forward. I can reassure you that I know we're going to be having a new sheriff at some point, hopefully soon, that if that sheriff determines that this position is something that they need going forward, I will be right back in front of you asking that we make it active again.
So is that easy to put it back? I kind of thought once they were done.
It's a matter of me recommending it to the PRC at their public meeting and then bringing it forth to you folks for your approval.
Good questions. Any other questions? All right, then with that, I will make a motion to move this item to the full body of council for second reading, and it'll go through the full 3 readings.
Yes.
May I have a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Hearing no nays. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for bringing this forward.
Councilwoman Chair, I didn't hear the second. Thank you.
If you would please read the last item on the agenda.
Resolution 2022-0144, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Jennifer Croisman to serve on the Child Abuse and Child Neglect Regional Prevention Council of the Ohio Children's Trust Fund, representing the Great Lakes region for the term September 28, 2022 through September 27, 2024.
Thank you. And Janae Holly, would you give us some background?
Yes, Madam Chair, on behalf of the county executive, here to nominate Jennifer Croisman for reappointment for a 2-year term. The Ohio Children's Trust Fund was created in 1984 with the mission of preventing child abuse and neglect by investing in strong communities, healthy families, and safe children. As Ohio's sole public funding source dedicated to child abuse and neglect prevention, the Ohio Children's Trust Fund regional prevention councils throughout the state, which in turn funds community-based primary and secondary prevention strategies at the local level. And we have Councilman Miller here to speak if you have any additional questions.
So
And-
Jennifer Croisman is not here today?
No, and I just heard from her, she is at home sick. So I know she is being reappointed, so I'm not sure how you would like to move forward with this reappointment.
Councilman Miller?
Madam Chair, to provide a little background, I serve as the chairperson of the Great Lakes Regional Prevention Council. That's going to be for a few more days, then my term ends on term limits. The the regional prevention councils started in 2016 when the state chose to go in a new direction and have 8 regional councils as opposed to contracting directly with counties for child abuse and neglect prevention programs. And Jennifer Crossman was appointed and as part of the initial council and served 2 years and finished her term, and the OCTF requires that a person be off the board for 2 years before they can serve again, and so Jennifer is eligible to serve again starting on September 28th, 2022. She served on the Prevention Council with distinction. She was an active participant. She brought a wealth of knowledge from years of experience as a high-level administrator from DCFS, and the Prevention Council feels so highly about her capabilities that we purposely left the position open for several months so that she would be eligible to come back. So I strongly recommend Jennifer Crossman's reappointment to the Prevention Council.
Well, that's a great overview, and as chair of this Prevention Council, you certainly carry a lot of weight to support her. You know her, and I would certainly take that as a personal reference. So thank you for that, and thank you, Chair Miller, ending your time with this. I know you are passionate about this Child Abuse and Child Neglect Regional Prevention Council. I know that you attend them and you are very active, and you will be missed, and hopefully in 2 years you'll be back as the provisions allow. I do note that this begins September 28th. Is there a reason why we need a suspension of the rules?
We would not need a suspension on this item. It could go 3 readings.
Janae, was there a reason on your end to ask for suspension of the rules?
That was an error on our part, but we can go forward with the full 3 readings.
Okay. Then I will make the motion to move this item to the full body under second reading.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, say
Aye.
Hearing no nays. All right, she is now reappointed, and we thank her for her service.
Thank you, and she sends her regrets.
Any miscellaneous business? Hearing none, we are adjourned. Thank you all.